Let's focus here. All right, and 3, and 2, and 1. Eyes on my screen, where my face is. Your voice is at a 0, so we haven't talked about this, but there are voice levels that we use here at Clearwater. So voice level 0 is when our voice is quiet and we're listening to the person talking. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for getting quiet. All right. So let's look at our morning message. So there are some things filled in and some things that aren't, and I will need your help. So let's take a look at this. So this says August 28, 2020. Good morning, Huskies. Today is, what is today? Raise your hand. Lena, I saw your hand first. Friday. So Friday starts with what letter, Lena? What letter does Friday start with? F. Friday. So one of my students last year on Fridays, he would always wear a shirt that says Friday on it. It was cute. All right, so today is Friday. Blank, hope, blank, had a great blank. So what goes in this first blank here, you think? So do you remember? So what does we start with? What sound or letter? W, right? So wah. And Story, I saw you making that sound. So wah. We hope you. What does you start with? What is you? The word you. You start with. Daryl, do you know? Go ahead and click the unmute button. Oh, if you don't want to share. So Ruby, do you know? The word you. What does you start with? Yeah, what letter starts yo-yo? All right, who knows what the word you starts with? It's a tricky one. It's kind of a tricky one. Truett. Truett. You. Oh no, like so the word you, like you are going to the store. It has 3 letters in it. So it's a tricky one. There you go. Why? So it's the word you is Y-O-U. All right. We hope you had a great evening. What does evening start with? Help me fill an evening. Mari, what does evening start with? E. So evening. Work hard. B. How do we spell the word B? Torin, do you know? How do we spell the word B? How do we spell B though? The word B. So yeah, so we do the B. What comes after the B and the word B? B-E, right? And so then we have be safe. And then we have another blank for B. So I'm going to fill in B. And then it's be respectful. What does respectful start with? What sound or letter does it start with? R, respectful. And then we have B, responsible. All right, let's read this together. So let's try to read it. So I will read it and we can try to read it. You can try reading it after me, sorry. So August 20, yes. Yeah. What's your question? You do? Yeah. All right. So I want you to repeat after me the best you can, okay? August 28, 2020. All right. Good morning, Huskies. Today is Friday. We hope you had a great evening. Work hard, be safe, be respectful, be responsible. Your teachers, Mr. Harris and Mrs. Churchill. Good job, friends. What'd she do? Well, she's there. She's fine. All right, so we have a star name we need to learn about today. But first, we need to learn about the letter D. All right, so I'm going to play writing the letter or the uppercase D. Okay, so for our uppercase D, we're going to go from that blue line down. So line down, we're going to go back up, big bump around like that. Okay. All right. So you don't need to shout out that you did it. I want you to do that a couple more times. So you're going to do line down, back up, and bump around. Okay. So line down, back up, big bump around, just like that. And then for our lowercase d, we are going to do, so we're going to bump back around and stop. We're going to do a line up and the line back down. So look at where I start with my lowercase d. So I start with my lowercase d on that dotted line. So I'm going to do bump around, line up, and line down. And give it a little tail. Just like this. Okay. Good. All right, while we're finishing that up, can anyone come up with a word or words that start with D? Start with D, so we're talking about D right now. Lena, do you have a name that, or know of something that starts with the letter D? Dream. Dream. What's another? Oh, good job, Knox. What's another? Nevaeh, go ahead and unmute and share your word for me, please. Okay. So what word do you have that starts with D? Digging. Good. Do you want dig or digging? Digging. It's probably just one G, isn't it? Okay. Just I'm looking at your face and like, she's judging my spelling. No, it's fine. All right. All right. Amelia, do you have a word that starts with D? Dog. All right. What else? Truett. Duck. So duck starts with D. Jordan. Door. Story. Dad. Oh, and dinner. Think about lunch. Lunch. What does lunch start with? L. It starts with L. Ooh. Daryl, I see you waving your hand like crazy. Do you have something to share? Do you have a word to share? Click on mute. Or click that blue button that should be on your screen. Yeah, Daryl. What? Go really quick, okay? And come right back. Yeah. Mari, do you have a word? You just said one of my most favorite things in the world. Donuts. Oh, I I might need to go get a donut this weekend. So I'm gonna have donuts and pancakes this weekend. Mr. Harris might be a little sleepy on Monday. Knox, do you have a word? What's that? What am I doing this weekend, Truett? Oh yeah. um, Knox. Duck. Yeah, we got duck over here. So I see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see a name that starts with D on my screen. What? Oh, dance. I'll put that one on there. But yeah, Daryl, your name starts with our letter, the letter of for today. All right. Let's, so Doug does too. So what I want you to do is I want you to stand up for me. Stand up. And I'm going to teach you. So I want to teach you something real quick. So what I want you to do is you stand up. And I want you to think about, like, if you are going walking to your freezer right now and you're going to pull out a popsicle. Okay. What I want you to pretend like you're that popsicle. Okay. So you're going to stiffen your body up because it's frozen, right? So popsicle's frozen, right? And then is like I want you to think, all right, so now you're going to go sit outside and you're going to enjoy your frozen popsicle. So I want you to think so your body's real tight, so your muscles are real tight, okay? All right. And then I want you to think so it's hot outside. What starts happening to that popsicle? So just so that popsicle starts to melt, right? So I want you to like loosen your fingers first. So your fingers are melting. Okay, your arms start to melt. So you can start so you can start relaxing your arms. All right, your neck starts to relax. So you kind of roll your neck around, and then your trunk. So like where your main part of your body, it starts to relax. So you can move it around, and then your legs start to wobble. Okay, because remember we're melting. And we kind of melt down a little bit like this. And I want you to have a seat. Okay. All right. So I am going to, I want to share another part of my screen in just a second. And we're going to do our Guess the Name song. And I have a feeling we already know who it is, and that's okay. Um, can you see my Guess the Name song? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay. All right, so let's do our Guess the Name song together. Here we go. Can you guess the name? Can you guess the name? Hi ho the dairy-o, can you guess the name? All right, there you go. Is that better? Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. Can you guess the name? Can you guess the name? Hi ho the dairy-o, can you guess the name? It starts with a D. It starts with a D. Hi ho the dairy-o, can you guess the name? All right. So let's get a drum roll going. Okay. So drum roll. Daryl. So Daryl is our star, has our star name today. Okay. So let's read Daryl's name together. All right. So if you want to unmute yourself while we read Daryl's name, you can, because I would love to hear all of our voices reading this. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Daryl. Daryl. All right. All right. So go ahead and clap and stomp the beats to Daryl's name. Okay. So I'm not going to do it. I want to see you doing it. Daryl. Daryl. So how many beats does Daryl's name have? 2. All right. So what we're doing, so I appreciate all of you guys participating, but we're shouting out. Okay. I know it's very hard with us being in different places, but we usually don't shout out at school. Okay. So we need to try to remember to raise our hands. Okay. So you may not be able to see me or your friends, but I can still see all of you. And so I can still see your hands. All right. So Daryl's name has 2 beats in it. So Daryl. All right. Go ahead and count those letters for me. Go ahead and count those letters for me. So yeah, so Daryl. Oh, so let's look. So let's look right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so there are 7 letters in Daryl's name. So go ahead and study those letters for me. What do you notice? What do you notice about those letters? So get your magnifying. So Nevaeh, we're not shouting out, sweetie. Okay. So we're not shouting out, I know, I know. I see your hand raised, and I will call on you. So I'm going to go to Story first. So Story, what do you notice? Yep, you always get that one. I love it. All right, Nevaeh, go ahead. What do you notice about Daryl's name? So to the what? So Daryl doesn't have any I's in his name. I think you might be talking about the L's. Are you talking about the letters at the end? Can you sit up for me so I can see your face? Are you talking about the letters at the end? Oh yeah, so those are L's, so they're the same. You're right. So he has two L's. Truett, what do you notice? There are two letters that repeat, the R and the L. Can anyone find the vowels for me in his name? Can someone give me the vowels that we see in his name? Lena. A and E. That is huge. Give your brain a kiss because that is huge to find those vowels. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and Actually, we're gonna cheer Daryl's name, and then we're gonna write it, and then I'm gonna have Daryl share about himself if he wants to. Okay. So give me a D. Give me an A. Give me an R. Give me an R. Give me an E. Give me an L. Give me an L. What does that spell? Daryl. All right. Good job, boys and girls. All right, Daryl, do you have
cozy little house? When a book starts once upon a time, what does that tell you? It's make believe, right?
Yes.
It's a fairy tale. The cat liked to sleep all day on a soft couch. The dog liked to nap all day on the sunny back porch. Look at his face. Does he look happy?
Yes.
Yes, he is loving this. And the mouse liked to snooze all day in the warm chair by the fireside. There she is. There's the fire. So the little red hen had to do all of the housework. She cooked the meals and washed the dishes and made the beds. She swept the floor and washed the windows and mended the clothes. Look how busy she is. Look at her face. Does she look happy?
No.
What do you think her face looks like? I think her face looks like she's just so worn out. So much to do by herself.
And she needs a nap.
She raked the leaves and mowed the grass and hoed the garden. One day when she was hoeing the garden, she found some grains of wheat. Who will plant this wheat? Cried the little red hen. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the mouse. Then I will do it myself, said the little red hen. And she did. Each morning, the little red hen watered the wheat and pulled the weeds. Soon the wheat pushed through the ground and began to grow tall. What do we make out of wheat? Do we know? Bread. Bread. When wheat was ripe, the little red hen asked, "Who will help me cut this wheat?" "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the mouse. "Then I will do it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. When the wheat was all cut, the little red hen asked, "Now, who will take this wheat to the mill to be ground into flour?" So why are they grinding it into flour? Ruby?
So they can make bread.
Very good, Ruby. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the mouse. "Then I will," said the little red hen, and she did. The little red hen returned from the mill carrying a small bag of fine white flour. "Who will make a cake from this fine white flour?" asked the little red hen. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the mouse. "Then I will," said the little red hen, and she did. She gathered sticks and made a fire in the stove. Then she took milk and sugar and eggs and butter and mixed them in a big bowl with a fine white flour. When the oven was hot, she poured the cake batter into a shiny pan and put it in the oven. Soon, a delicious smell filled the cozy little house. The cat got off the soft couch and strolled into the kitchen. The dog got up from the sunny back porch and came into the kitchen. The mouse jumped down from his warm chair and scampered into the kitchen. The little red hen was taking a beautiful cake out of the oven. Look at their faces. Oh, they're smelling that cake, saying, "Oh, that smells so good." And the little red hen asked, "Who will eat this cake?" "I will," said the cat. "I will," said the dog. "I will," said the mouse. But the little red hen said, "All by myself. I planted the wheat. I tended the wheat. I cut the wheat. I took the wheat to the mill to be ground into flour. All by myself. I gathered the sticks. I built the fire. I mixed the cake. And all by myself, I am going to eat it." And she did, to the very last crumb. Look at their faces. I bet they're sorry they didn't help her now, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, whenever there was work to be done, the little red hen had 3 eager helpers.
They don't look very happy in that face.
Do you think they learned a lesson? What was